I am Dr. Arjun Daluvoy. I was born in India, and at the age of 22 I finished my medical school. Then I had my surgical training in India for about 3 years. So I left for England when I was 25. From England I went to Ireland. From Ireland I came to New York, America in 1972. And I had a training in surgery again in America for about 6 years. Vascular surgery, cardiovascular surgery, general surgery, trauma surgery. And I completed my full training in 1978. Then I came to Los Angeles to practice my vascular and general surgery. And since 1978, now it's 2019, 51 years, I am in full practice, working 12 to 14 hours a day for the last 51 years. I have performed more than about 50,000 surgeries in this last 51 years and had a great success, thankful to my professors, my training, my discipline. I enjoyed working and have been able to produce great results, success, and patients are happy, families are happy, my peers are very happy. Now, after 50 years in my medical career, I'm embarking on 2 great projects, my dream projects. I grew up with this plan. One, to provide healthcare for poor people who cannot afford healthcare because financially they are weak. So that's where my mother and my peers recommended always, think about poor people, help them if you can. And fortunately I have the skills as a surgeon and as a doctor. I'm able to give my hand to help the poor people, especially in India. So I am committed to help the poor people in India. As you know, India has 1.3 billion people in India, and this massive population. There are 500 million poor or below poverty line. These people need help, and I want to use my skills, my knowledge, my experience in the medical field to help these people who cannot afford a decent health care to come in and provide charity and help them. How do I do it? This is how I envision my commitment to India, creating a mega health city all across India in many parts, south, north, east, west, and central. At least we start with 5 projects, health cities across the country. The plan of this health city is having a source of medical education and providing health care and support groups in the same field under one roof, namely the manufacturing of all the equipment necessary for healthcare, instruments, clothing, other equipment, furniture, everything related to the hospitals and medical colleges from A to Z. The manufacturing will be done in-house. The second part of it, energy. We need energy, continuous supply of energy, and a green energy, eco-friendly energy. So this is why I have embarked on establishing green energy as source for the entire energy needs of the entire health city. And so we'll use solar, wind, bio-waste as our source of clean energy, eco-friendly energy. So that is one aspect. Then the third aspect, in addition to manufacturing and green energy, we have the drug and pharmaceuticals, which is again very challenging field, continuously growing cutting edge technology with research and development. So this I want to provide a complete medical support, giving free drugs, helping the people with all the surgeries that they need, medical care they need, with the army of my doctors, nurses and technicians, so that they get full care, adequate care, health care, affordable price, whoever can afford. Who cannot afford any kind of financials, then we are there to help them, to provide that financial support, provide the charity. And our Health City main goal is to provide a blanket of health care for 10 million people, with 1 million people visiting the city, the Health City, for medical care, and then providing 100,000 surgeries on annual basis, all kinds, from cardiovascular bypass to neurosurgery to trauma surgery to OB/GYN, pediatric, etc. So, and 10% of all these procedures will be free of charge and will be dedicated to the poor people in India. So this is my vision, to help the poor people and also provide other groups of people good quality health care at affordable prices by providing everything under one roof. And therefore, the Mega Health City has a dream. It's a dream project, and with all my experience, I want to make this a successful project. And we are embarking on this and heading to India in this year 2019 to start our first project, and then meet all the great people in India, namely the government, politicians, the leaders, the business magnates, plus the doctors in India, so that we all work as a team to provide good care, health care, adequate health care, quality health care at affordable price. Our slogan is quality health care, affordable price, whoever can afford. Whoever cannot afford, we provide charity. So that slogan, my goal is to create a good health environment for people, especially the masses in India, 1.3 billion people. The same vision will be carried on to other countries with a similar, because this project, economic, quality, affordable. So whether it's Korea, Sri Lanka, or Singapore, Europe, Australia, no matter where we go, wherever there is an opportunity for us to create these health cities, it is for the common good and provide health care to all the people on the planet Earth. Thank you. Now let's talk about how do we accomplish this dream project. It's a massive project. The budget is very high, almost $5 billion we're talking about. Huge budget. How do we succeed in achieving this dream project? Number one, we have, fortunately, I've been blessed to have a cousin, Mr. Jana Venkat, who has been instrumental in doing this project. He has come last 2 months. He is in United States. Day and night he worked, and he created a company called V&V Group LLC. This is mainly intended to help poor people in India. And the concept of Mega Health City is my concept. He is now going to make it happen through his resources, his own resources and his connections across the world and my connections across the world. We have put together the budget ready to go with the help of all the business and investment people across Europe, America, India and other countries. So the budget is ready. How do we make it happen is the second thing. The second thing is this is a massive, because we're talking about city creation, which needs at least from our architectural needs 3,000 acres of land to accomplish all these manufacturing plants, green energy plants, drug and pharmaceutical productions, medical schools, nursing schools, hospitals, recovery places, nursing homes, etc. So this massive project needs land. 3,000 acres is what the architects and engineers tell me, that we need 3,000 acres. How do we get these 3,000 acres? We have to get help from the government, we have to get help from the private sector, we have to get help from the landlords who are willing to donate some of the money, some of the lands, so that we can accomplish this dream. So that is how we are acquiring land through many joint forces with the government, public sector, private sector and interested groups in healthcare. Then how do you actually create? Then we have an army of architects, engineers and technology, draftsmen, etc. to make this dream city into reality. So they are working already in the preliminary stages, creating that city in their mind and make it happen on the drawing boards. Then how do you populate, how do you provide the service? That is where the medical schools, nursing schools, paramedic training, all these training schools will come into picture. In addition, we have already large source of medical trained people, in doctors and nurses. We will be hiring them. In addition, we have our own training schools to educate further, postgraduate training, medical training, etc. So the doctors who are practicing, we will be hiring there. Then we will bring an army of doctors who are in America, in England, where I have good connections. I will invite these well-trained practicing physicians in these countries with their all super specialties to come to India and train the local doctors, the local surgeons, the techniques and the procedures, so that their state-of-the-art, world-class level healthcare will be provided. So we talked about the budget, the 5 billion, we talked about the land, 3,000 acres, which will be a combined venture from the public sector, private sector and interested groups. Then we are talking about the arming the technical side, like doctors, nurses, technicians and other support groups. We have to hire local people in India. Plus, we get all the super specialists from America and England and other parts to come to India on a regular basis to train the local doctors and surgeons to be up to the level of world-class performance. So that is how we are going to make this happen. It's not going to happen one day, 1 month, 1 year. This is minimum of 5 years to start the dream come into reality will take at least about 5 years. But we'll be non-stop working both in India and the United States and England simultaneously to make this happen and bring it to a reality. Thank you.
This is a big project, and with my brother, from all his work, I will accomplish with him, and I will make it possible. Because of my side and his side, will collaborate each and every person into a one platform, and we will make it possible. మా డాక్టర్ లాంటి వ్యక్తి ఇండియాకి అవసరం. అందువల్ల ఇండియాలో ఉండే గవర్నమెంట్స్ కూడా మా డాక్టర్ గారికి సహకరించి గవర్నమెంట్ తరఫున ఏ పనులు చేయగలరో వాళ్ళు కూడా ఆ విధంగా సహకరిస్తే మేము ఈ ప్రాజెక్ట్ని దేశ ప్రజలందరికీ అంకితం చేస్తాం.
So you just heard my cousin brother explaining in his native language, Telugu, a southern Indian language, his emotions, his heartfelt feelings about the healthcare, the poor condition in India about healthcare, how he wants to improve providing the care. So I come into the picture because I have been in this country for since 1972. So acquired a lot of experience. I've been awarded as a top surgeon many years, and recently there was a big function celebrating my 50 years of practice in surgery as a surgeon, and awarded several awards in Beverly Hills from different groups of people, and I was very happy and thankful to all my peers who recognized my talent, my experience. Now it's my duty, earnest duty, coming from India, to take this knowledge, to take this experience, the skill, to give it to my compatriots in India. Although I am a citizen of America, I am thankful for that. I am happy because of that. However, my roots are in India, and I have seen so many Indians suffering, not getting adequate health care. So this is where I want to commit myself. And my brother, who is just spoke, I want to promise him I will go there, provide all the background that we need to create this health city, and provide ongoing support to provide world-class health care to masses of India. That is our combined project, combined dream, and I want everybody to support this noble cause to help the poor people across the world, not only in India. India is our first destination, but we'll be going across the world. Wherever there is a need, wherever they see our vision, we are there to implement this and make a very quality healthcare at a very affordable price.
A few months ago, We went out in Calcutta and we picked up 4 or 5 people from the street. And we took them to our home for the dying. One of them was in a very bad condition. So I told the sisters, I'll take care of her. And I did for her all that my love could do. And I put her in bed. She took hold of my hand. And there was such a wonderful smile in her face. She said one word, thank you, and she died. She gave me much more than I gave her. She gave me her grateful love. And for 1 second, I reflected on looking at her, and I said, what would I have done if I was she? And my answer was, I would have tried to draw some attention to myself. I would have said I'm hungry or I'm cold or I'm dying. But she was so great. She was so beautiful in her giving. The poor are great people. They give us much more than we give to them. We must love them not by feeling pity for them. We must love them because it is Jesus and the distressing disguise of the poor.
In closing, I do like to mention one important name, Mother Teresa. She is the one that came from Europe and helped millions of people in Calcutta. So she is my ideal. I want to bring that sincerity to India to help millions of people, healthcare and financial support. So she is my ideal, in addition to all other great people like Gandhi, Martin Luther King, and Nelson Mandela, Vivekananda Swami. All these are world leaders who fought for peace, equality, justice. And Mother Teresa is an exemplary, and she has been awarded sainthood, which she deserves, and she helped selflessly all her life, devoted to Indian masses. This is an exception, that's why I want to recognize her. And I am being Indian, I want to do my part. So that's my mission. And I need the support and goodwill of this project. Thank you.